everyone, welcome back. So it's been like an hour since the end of the last episode, and we've got things to do, starting with steel production. I want this running now. So that unlocks us the foundry, which is going to require us to have iron ore and coal. So we're gonna head back over kind of where we were last episode. There's a good area there, I think, where we're gonna build this. But before we do that, we have some research stuff I want to do. I basically started the Caterium stuff between episodes. So right now I've got Caterium smelting into Caterium ingots so we can get wire and then hopefully unlock the rest of this tree. This is going to give us stuff like smart splitters and that kind of thing. But we never did any of the new alien technology stuff. We got the Mercer Sphere in like the very first episode, but we never researched it.
Mercer Sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of massage 2, AB, B, in the local Mercer Sphere signals, allowing them to be tracked by the object scanner. Mercer spheres can also transmit data between specific.
Witness our scripture, witness our windows. Have you come to defile our shrine? Sing us a song.
Arguing the existence of intelligent alien life. While Fixit has figured out the method, all of the original data is still untranslatable.
I'm really curious about like what this alien thing is, because there's obviously something affecting our machine. They're talking about shrines and songs and whatever. So this is going to unlock us now the dimensional depot, which I don't know what that thing is next to the Mercer Sphere. I really don't know what that is. However, we did find some SAM ore.
Strange alien matter analysis completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner. In its dormant state, it is safe to handle without special equipment and can be stored indefinitely. Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
Fill the rivers with blood and let the effigies defile our temples. The sun will follow.
Why did that escalate so quickly? The last person was talking about like, are you going to defile our shrines and the song, and this one's like, fill the river with blood? What is happening? Okay, so we have SAM reanimation and we've got SAM fluctuators. These take steel pipes though, so we can't do that obviously. What we can do is grab some Caterium ore at our Caterium node. We're not very far from our base. We're just kind of over the hill here. I made the most janky stairway ever, which obviously we'll remove and do it properly later. But all we have up here is a miner, smelter, and a constructor. So if we do this, we should be able to now craft up quick wire, which is gonna give us a whole bunch of stuff. So once we do quick wire here, I'm gonna make it first.
Research completed.
And thankfully this stuff produces at 60 per minute, so it's crazy fast to get what you need. So I have more than enough for our research. So let's unlock the second part of this. I want the Caterium electronics, and we might as well get our zipline while we're here. I think this is an awesome tool to have. So now this unlocks a whole bunch of more stuff for us. All I want to do now is I want to get the AI limiters and then start getting power switches and the smart splitters. This will be super handy later. The priority power switch, I don't understand what that is, I guess. I don't know how that works, but power switches are going to be great for us. Now, I actually really love the zipline. I am curious though, I don't remember. I know you used to have to jump around these poles. I don't know if you still have to do that or not. I am kind of concerned that if I hit one of these, I'll get knocked off. Yeah, it definitely still knocks us off, so that's not cool. When we unlock steel, we also unlock our next space elevator part, which is the versatile framework. Now, this is going to require modular frames and steel beams. So 2.5 modular frames, we're making that. Are we actually making 2.5? Now we're only making 2 per minute, which is perfectly fine. We've only got one assembly going for this. We're gonna have to ramp this up, obviously. Our factory is so minimal right now, it's actually kind of embarrassing, but that's okay. We're gonna start ramping things up. Before we go though, I wanna start putting a few more of our hard drives in the research thing, so that way we can get some different recipes for steel potentially. And then we're gonna head over and we're gonna start building. Well, I haven't seen it yet this playthrough, but there is a giant spider normally down here somewhere. I don't really want to go searching for it, but at the same time, I kind of want to kill it just so it doesn't sneak up on me later. Or at least know if it's here. I don't see it so far. This area has changed quite dramatically, though. It's almost like there should be a cave over here or something, right? This looks like very cave-ish. Why are these things here? This has like a very cave vibe right here. Like this should be like an altar or like a secret door or something. There it is. Okay, it doesn't see us. It's not coming over here. I'm gonna leave it, but it's definitely there. My plan for steel is to start in this area. We kind of looked at it last episode. We've got a couple of coal nodes here. There's copper, there's iron, all kinds of stuff. But what we gotta do is we need to lay down a ton of foundations. Let's just go with concrete. Look, you need to leave, please. Thank you. So for today, I really want to just get this stuff up and running. I don't have any plans on making like a permanent factory or anything like that, but I do want to kind of plan out what we'll do for the future. So down here, I was kind of thinking maybe we should do like smelting and stuff and put everything just down here and then all the production stuff up top, kind of on like a level that's like in line with this ridge here. But then I'm also thinking maybe we should do everything up top and then use this little ramp thing here to make like an actual roadway for like a trucks or a train station or something. I just don't have the truck station unlocked yet to know how big of a space we need. I think if we did it to like here, it wouldn't be bad. It could come down and then go back around. I think that'd be okay. And then we can still do smelting down here. I think that'll work. For now though, I am gonna do the smelting on this level. We're actually gonna go right here. I think this will work if I've thought of this correctly. We'll put, I don't really want to zoop that, but that's fine. We'll put you here. Snap, thank you. So for foundries, I've kind of done this setup before. Basically, I'm going to line it up with the center of these two things here. So if we do it right on the edge, I think right there. That might not be right. It's back one. So if we do that there, you there, this should fit kind of perfectly between these tiles. But it all fits on four wide, 1, 2, 3, 4 wide with a little space on the edge. This here will take out. We might actually, we'll probably leave that and then we'll put our mergers and stuff going out this direction. That should be better. So now what we'll do is we'll run our coal up the center. Now this actually might be a bit of a problem now I'm thinking about it. So this is gonna do, we need 45 and 45. What's 45 times 6? 270, which means we need multiple belts to make this work. So this actually doesn't work the way I was thinking of. I think this will be better. It wasn't quite what I was planning to do, but I did want to have everything kind of come down the center here, and then I want our output to be on the edge so we can run it all together out like one direction and then tie it together and up. So this will allow us to bring our coal in on like the bottom, say, and iron on the top. And then I was gonna bring them both over here and just run them around, but that might be kind of like chaotic to have all these belts here. So maybe we should do like an in there and then one on the side. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do this. I think this should work out pretty well. We've got inputs here for our iron and our coal. They go underneath and they split evenly into all of our foundries. Now, the problem is the foundries take 45 iron, 45 coal to produce 45 steel, and these only produce 60 each right now. And our belts only hold 120. So we need 270 total. We've only got 240. We're going to be in a little bit of weird math. We're going to have to add those other two nodes in, and we're going to have to split these a little bit differently. I don't know exactly how we're going to do it. But I also forgot that we have our MAM and our research is done. So hopefully we get something better. Okay, so we have alternate steel rods. I'm not worried about that. I'm also... Deuterium wire is cool, but we already have iron wire. So this would be great later, but I don't know if we need it now. Let's rescan. Steel cast plate. Also not amazing, and fine concrete needs silica, which sucks because the silica node, the quartz node that would have been up there, is gone. So I don't even know, where is quartz actually? Is there any around here? You know where there is some quartz? Underneath this mountain, I bet you. Yep. So we're gonna have to go and look at that because the closest one is 657 meters, which I bet you is under this mountain. There should be 2 nodes under there, I think, if they still exist. And this is why I don't gamble, because I didn't like the last one, so I went again. Let's hope we get something better. Bolted iron, really don't care about either of these. The molded steel pipe is better. I think it just uses less. No, it uses more concrete instead of iron to get pipes. That might be cool, but what I'm looking for, there's one in here, I'm pretty sure, that changes the steel recipe completely. This is probably stupid. Let's do it again. It was stupid. Why did we do it again? Pretty sure there's a recipe that changes the steel, but I haven't found it yet. So until we find it, we're just gonna deal with this. So there's 120 iron coming in here. We're gonna have to split it down into the system. Now, again, 120 iron isn't gonna go very far, just like these 60 each. What we'll do though is we're gonna split it and we're just gonna run these at a bit of a loss for now. So if I only turn 2 or 3s on, that's perfectly fine. Also, this belt is super frustrating because if I take this out and do this, if I try to put this belt like that, it should work. The curve looks like it should work, but it doesn't let me put it there. But if I do this and this, then it's not, it cuts in. It works. I don't understand why the curve doesn't work this way. Either way though, let's put, where can I put this? I guess I'll split it. It's almost perfectly in line here. I don't understand why these don't snap like actually to this. They never have, and I think they really should, because like you can't line this up. They have one use and they don't line up. Because we're only producing 120 iron and 120 coal at the moment, we're only gonna get one of these or 2 of these turned on for now, which is not ideal, but at least we'll be producing something until we can get kind of going more. So that should have powered on everything except for I didn't power these. Come off of here. That'll work for now, I guess. We should be getting some production now. It looks like it's gonna be super slow for now though. Thought about maybe trying to look at power sharding our iron in because we can get more coal, but it's the same thing. Our belts are at 120, so this wouldn't actually make sense. So for now, we are running our max, unfortunately, but it doesn't matter because when we put our constructors down, we're gonna toss them right here. Just line them up for now. We can only toss 2 down right now because in our steel beams, it takes in 60 to produce 15. And our steel pipes take 30 to produce 20. We need both of these. So we're currently making 90. It works out, but it sucks because it's gonna be super slow. Thankfully, we don't need a lot to be able to upgrade like our next production lines. And then I'm hoping once we have this kind of going, maybe we'll try one more, what do you call it? One more hard drive and see if we can get another, like a better recipe. Plus up top by our coal plant, we have, I think there's 3 hard drives up there that we haven't got yet. So we can get quite a bit more. Like it's not a worry to be using them. I'd rather use them and try to find things we're gonna actually use than to leave them until way later and then never use them, right? So let's put some power to these. I think I put my power node right there. And then let's put some storage, I guess. And we'll wait a few minutes on this terribly small, absolutely useless factory. So steel beams are gonna be the ones we have to really crank up. We're gonna need pipes to do like encased steel piping and all that kind of stuff. But I find the steel beams we're gonna need way, way more of, simply because all of our Mark III belts and all that stuff is made from steel beams. And I think there's recipes that even change some of these pipe things to use steel beams. So if you can eliminate this entire production line, all the better for you. The problem is, like I said, right now we need so much to produce these. So I'm gonna give this a few minutes, and then we're gonna do some unlocking of some more stuff, hopefully, possibly blueprints, maybe even our 3rd belt line if we can do that. We don't have much yet, but 200 of this, 200 pipes, and 400 of these, and we'll get our Mark III belts.
So work hard. Work as if every person you have ever or will ever love is depending solely on the choices that you make. Because they are. Warning. Fix-it psychologists recommend not dwelling on the crushing mental and physical strain of your responsibilities and simply continuing to be productive. Hard work has repeatedly proven to be the best cure for any kind of stress. Now back to work.
They're really really pushing that back to work and for the company crap with this AI thing. This is worse than my real life job. And just because it makes sense, let's unlock our Mark III miner, or sorry, Mark II miner. So with our Mark II miner, we now double our resource production. So on a normal node, on a Mark I, you're gonna get 60 resources per second, or per minute, and a Mark II gives you 120. Now it's really weird because I'm pretty sure on a pure node, that would give us 240, but the belts give 270, and I never understood why they did that, like why the belt is 270. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to give us 240. We'll have to double check. Thankfully, as well, we have a whole bunch of encased industrial beams from all the drop ships we found earlier. So we actually have enough stuff to make at least our steel production stuff fully upgraded to Mark II and Mark III belts, which means we can turn on all of our production and really start cranking out the steel. But before I do that, I also went into the MAM. I did one more hard drive since we had it, and I know where some more are very close by. So molded steel pipe is actually pretty good, but I want to risk it for something better. We didn't get anything better. Iron pipe's actually really good because that takes out the need for steel. Oh, that's actually really good. That's actually really good. The reason I say that's really good is because I'm pretty sure in here, I'm wrong. No, I'm right. So automated wiring is what we just unlocked for part 3. That takes stators. Stators take iron pipe and copper wire, which means we can do the entire automated wire setup here very, very easily. The hard part is going to be versatile framework because we need steel beams and modular frames, but everything we're doing for modular frames, we're actually producing here in very small quantity. And there we go. We're fully upgraded. Everything is Mark III. Our miners are all Mark II. And now we're producing 6 constructors up here, 3 of which are doing steel pipes. So we're getting, what, 60 a minute of steel pipes. And I think we're doing 45. Yeah. So we got 45 steel beams a minute coming in here. It's pretty good. It's not as fast as I'd like, obviously, but it's decent. We're getting enough that we can start upgrading everything else now with steel. So we do have to do a few things, or I should say we did have to do a few things. The miner up here is a Mark II, but it only produces 240. So I've overclocked it to be 270 to fill this belt up. And then these miners down here are only producing 120 each. So 240, we need 270. So instead of overclocking both of these, I just added another miner down there and tied that line into here. So now we're fully saturating this belt at 270, or sorry, saturating these at 270, and we're getting tons of steel going. So these should all be running at 100%, which they are not. It looks like it's a, yeah, okay, so it's trying to. I wonder if that's because I only upgraded these belts and I probably didn't do, let's do this. Let's do them all. Oh, these aren't Mark III? Why aren't those Mark III? I just built them. All right, so now we're running properly. Oh yeah, now it's way, way better. Okay, so I didn't upgrade all the belts. They're upgraded now, at least all the ones I think I did anyways. Everything looks like it's moving faster, so we should be good to go now. So I don't have a lot that we can put into the awesome sink at the moment to get coupons, but our smart plating is almost done. We're at 992 out of 1,000. What I'm gonna do is I've added this back, and I'm just gonna let this thing kind of split them in half. Once this is full at 1,000, I'm gonna let them just keep going like this. All it'll do is it'll fill this line up to there and then back up. I don't know if we're gonna need more in the future or not, but I don't really want to stockpile like thousands of these. I'd rather just dump them into here. And then once we do the next tier, if we need more, then we just, kill this line and we're good to go. I might also consider where are we with Caterium actually? So with our smart splitters, maybe, we can get wire. So let's unlock our AI limiters, which I'm pretty sure these things are not too bad to make. So it's copper sheeting and quick wire, which is more annoying just because of where we have everything. So how can we, without spaghettiing this too much, how do I get this to a decent place? So it's just more spaghetti and nonsense, but I added our belt in here for quick wire. I brought over our copper sheets, which Again, just, this is all gonna change, so I'm just making it messy for now. I'm not too concerned with that. This whole thing, obviously there's nothing here, but we're gonna tear all this out next episode and actually build this properly. I want to put in like 8, maybe 16 of these. Like, I really want to go crazy with this and really build. I have an idea for a factory over here that I want to build up for all these basic materials so that we can clean this up and actually make it a proper building, and then have like a real good starter factory. So this is now producing AI limiters, which we might see. I don't need many of these. And you know what? I'm going to take them. I want to see what these actually turn into in the awesome sink. So we're at 17,570. I should only put 1 in, I guess, right? So 17,570, and we're at 16,650. So whatever, they're like 1,000-ish. So not terrible. So we probably won't use a lot of them, but it wouldn't be too bad if we put excess into here, even though with smart splitters and stuff, we're probably gonna need a lot of AI limiters, to be honest. And the worst part is, I got so much stuff I want to unlock with these stupid coupons. Like the structural frames, I really love using, but they're 10. Frame pillars are 2. We're gonna get that. We're gonna need the structural beam for sure. I need the, isn't there a, maybe it is structural beam. Oh yeah, right there, painted beam. That's what I'm looking for. So we need that for sure. So the last thing I want to do today is unlock our blueprint milestone. And basically next episode, I want to rip all of this stuff out. We're not really using anything here. This is a pretty basic, very, very small factory, but we're not producing a lot and we don't really need to. Our rotors are barely coming in. We're not really using iron plates, but going forward, we're going to need a ton of this stuff. So I want to really up the production of this and make it like an actual factory with, you know, a truck station and all that stuff. So next episode, we'll start that using blueprints. I also want to tear out our reinforced plate factory and clean up this spaghetti mess. All this stuff will come out. Right now we're just using it to kind of just get some of the production started, but we have this automated wiring to start doing. And the automated wiring takes stators and cable, which now that we got the new MAM research we got today, we can actually take both of these and use the stators. So we can take both these recipes and change them from steel piping to iron pipe and from wire into iron wire. So basically we can just take a single iron node and completely produce stators at massive amounts. It's going to be awesome. So we're going to start working on that next episode, as well as we got to start the versatile framework and all that stuff and really start pushing our phase 2 plans. 1,000 versatile frames, and we haven't even started that yet though, which was going to require some modular frames being produced at a very, very big rate. So we've got lots to do. But on that note, guys, I'm going to call it a night. It is very late. If you have any comments or anything like that, leave them in the comment section below. Hit that like button. And as always, I'll see you next time.